But yeah, I don't know, bro. I just got hit really to Canes again. Cause I had Canes. I had Canes twice.
I might get some Canes today.
So why do y'all, before we get started, why do y'all feel like Cane's overrated? I think it serves its purpose, bro. It's just a chicken tender spot.
What I just had.
What do you want it to be?
Recently, it should be bland. Cause versus Zaxby's, I fuck with Zaxby's.
But Zaxby's isn't a chicken. Zaxby's is a chicken spot. Yeah, right. That is a chicken tender spot.
Yeah, all types of shit.
Yeah.
You put it like that.
Yeah, like it's like, bro, what you expect? They got 3 items.
Shit don't be seasoned though.
Oh yeah, nah.
It should be sometimes. It should be too seasoned.
It's definitely not our chicken. Like, that's why we need extra sauce.
Yeah, like, I got like 4 sauces.
Our chicken is Popeyes, bro.
All right,
no, Popeyes is our chicken, but we also got our customer service.
We need this. I'm gonna keep this. No cap. Hey, look, man. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Hustle Therapy. I'm your boy Chirp G, and for those that are first viewing it, this is the first time you ever seen me. I'll give a brief synopsis on what I'm trying to do here on this platform. It's just a place for organic conversation. My background in entrepreneurship and relationships that I have built and maintained with a lot of different individuals allow me to experience their story, become motivated and inspired by exactly what they do and how they overcame a lot of trials and tribulations. So, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we about to get into it. I'm gonna get on my Uncle Shay Shay. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try this introduction vibe first. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome a true Renaissance individual to our podcast today. He wears many hats with grace and purpose, a devoted father, supportive brother, and a loyal friend. Yet, his impact extends far beyond his immediate circle. As an esteemed entrepreneur, his ventures have shaped industries and economies. His role as a well-known community leader has touched countless lives, and his philanthropic efforts have uplifted communities far and wide. A true business mogul in every sense, he has achieved success through determination, innovation, and unwavering dedication. And let's not forget his membership with Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, where friendship, brotherhood, and service intertwine to create a legacy of excellence. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to our distinguished guest, Mr. Izzy The DJ.
Ooh, okay. Hey, well,
Yeah. That was right. Yeah.
Made me sound like somebody. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you like that? I had to fly with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but look, appreciate you, my boy. How you been, man? Thank you for coming out again.
Look, thank you for being back. For those who don't know, this is our second time here. We had a wonderful interview. I was excited. Then he said, dog, we lost the whole joke. I said, yeah. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? A lot has changed since the last time I've been on this couch. You know what I'm saying? For both of us. You know what I mean? I want to commend you on your platform. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching. You know what I'm saying? I love the growth, brother. You know I appreciate the opportunity to come back. You know what I mean? We got more to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I know we got a lot to talk about because back then you was telling me you was about to go to Europe. And I know you already did that.
That was for the first time.
Yeah.
I done been like 3-4 times since then.
For real.
Yeah, it's a lot of been to Europe. Man, people call me.
See, he's a celebrity, bro.
Look, I ain't even gonna answer the phone. I just tell them, you know, I'm on the interview.
I be doing, somebody watched me do that and they was like, damn, bro, you be doing that to me when I call? I'll be like, damn.
I mean, bro, like, you should be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So, but now, since then, she only got 1 kid, so I ain't do nothing like that. But you know what I'm saying? One day I might have shot a killer cam. But yeah, we've expanded our business ventures a little bit more. We'll probably get into that, I'm sure, a little later.
For sure.
Izzy The DJ still, you know, we still can't stay local. We still move around, expanding to these different markets and whatnot. I think the biggest change for myself as a man and an entrepreneur is patience. I think since I came here, like I've built a bigger pool of patience, and I've had to. Like I think last year, 2023, was like the year that taught me that. Like I kind of like took on way too much in the business world at one time. I mean, we made it through, but like, it taught me like, all right, you gotta, it's one thing to be moving around doing your thing and whatnot, but when you making these decisions and when you are climbing, we all got to take the risks, you know what I'm saying, and we want them to be calculated risks, but you also have to pay attention to yourself. Look in the mirror, make sure your mental health is where it needs to be, so that you can, whether it's providing a service, whether you perform whatever you're doing, like, will you be able to do that to the fullest potential? And I saw moments to where I wasn't, and I couldn't really understand it at first. So I kind of sat myself down. A lot of people might not have known that I did that because I discreetly did it. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of sat myself down, like, start journaling, start reading more. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff that I've never done. You know what I mean? But it ended up being therapeutic for me and helped me. So
that's tough, bro. That's good stuff. I'm clap. You know what I mean? Because it's like a lot of times brothers don't know, like, mental health is something that we rarely talk about in the black community alone, especially when it comes down to a black man. We just taught to grow up, bottle stuff in, not really let our guard down. I've been learning how to be more vulnerable, you know what I mean? Especially in a group of men that I consider my brothers, share stuff with them, actually open up. So I definitely commend you on that, bro. That's a hard step, really, because it's like you really gotta sit there and be like, let your pride aside, you know what I mean? So for those that don't know you though, for real, this is the opportunity and chance to really like express who you are. So like, if I didn't know who Izzy the DJ was, how would you get me to tap into you, follow you, understand you? You know what I mean?
Shoot, come holler at me, come holler at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm Izzy the DJ. Derek, Izzy, that's my government name, Derek. You know what I'm saying? I'm a God-fearing father, tycoon. You know what I'm saying? The people who don't know what tycoon is, businessmen. There's people who are entrepreneurs, and then there's tycoons. I like to call myself a tycoon because I'm in a place in my life to where I want to, anything that I seek, that I find interest in, I feel like I want to figure out a way to create a business with it. Mm-hmm. I remember I was watching I think it was Karen Silver. Man, it was like an interview or something she did, and she was talking about like how she was getting all these deals and stuff, like, and connections, and she was like, all she did for real was just pour into the things that she liked. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so say she like Louis Vuitton, she would do what she would naturally do, but maybe she records it, or maybe she do it like that. So then it always stuck with me. And then I'm thinking like, well, okay, I'm a DJ. So I need to, what can I do to level up? I can DJ 7 days a week, 4 times a day. You know what I'm saying? But what can I do to really level up, you know what I'm saying, in my field? So then that's when I was able to acquire my first spot, which is Basil Vibe and Dine. Virginia Beach, shameless plug right there. So, and we're able to provide an experience that isn't super familiar in the area, because we're a hybrid spot, we're a vibe dining spot. But we do have DJs. So for me, it's an opportunity to have a space to where I can book whoever I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's somebody that I like, you know what I'm saying? Because regardless of what I do, man, I listen to a lot of DJs in the area and out the area. Like, this is what I do. It's my passion. You know what I mean? So that's, for me, a form of networking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shoot, if I want to build with a DJ, instead of DMing them and trying to get his number, shoot him like, hey, you free this date? Yeah, like, come book you right quick. You know what I mean? But beyond that, I just wanted to be able to show people, and then people who watching, like, man, like, there's no limits to what you can do within your field. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, at least in the area, I didn't know any like DJs or whatnot that own spots or whatnot. People do. There's DJs in the area that have great business acumen. You know what I mean? That have businesses outside of the turntables or whatnot. But for me, it was always a goal of mine, because I'm like, man, so this is a legacy of me. Like, I could pass away tomorrow, God forbid, and well, you know, when you think of Babs, you're gonna think of Izzy, because you know that's the spot. You know what I mean? And I just want to encourage everybody in their prospective field to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you a doctor, you know, or anybody in the medical field, maybe you get your own practice, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is. And then you like working on cars, you know, get you a shop. You know what I'm saying? But what I had to learn too was that's not everybody's journey.
Yeah.
Like, everybody doesn't want to be the boss. And I feel you. I get it. It's you know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody. You know, so I remember, and this is part of my growth too, I used to kind of get frustrated when I have these entrepreneurial talks and whatnot, because I'm just pushing everybody to, man, you should be wanting to do this. You should, you know, but I have to realize that that's not everybody's journey. And it doesn't make them a bad person or not. Like, cool, they might not want to own that. They might want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might like the pace that they're doing what they're doing at, for whatever reason it may be.
Sure.
You know, so I kind of like started to want to turn like my words of encouragement to, instead of, oh man, boss your life. I used to walk around and be like, boss your life up, boss your life up. Still say that, but it just with a different meaning. Like, you know, boss your life up in whatever way you see fit. You know what I mean? Like, meaning like whatever you are doing, do it to the best of your ability.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Get the most out of what you're doing. Like, you want to be a mailman? Climb the totem pole, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to necessarily own your own mail delivery service, because you might not want to do that.
Yeah.
But, you know, figure out what's the highest position that you can get as a mailman. Maybe work towards that, and that might be what you want to do, you know? So once I like, and this is some stuff that I learned when I was speaking earlier about my, I guess like, my coming to, what is that, coming to Jesus moment. Say coming to terms with looking in the mirror and be like, yo, you know, it's cool what you've done and the way you've been moving, but for you to get to that next level, you know, you really have to move a little different. You know what I'm saying? And I had to really sit down and look in the mirror and meditate, and you know what I'm saying, and really just think things through to do that. And that's what I'm still in the process of doing. And I'm not saying like, oh, I've arrived. I'm nowhere near that right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's Izzy the DJ, man. You know,
dude. That's the one thing you said that kind of stuck out to me. You said your passion was music. So like, when like paint me a picture when you first like fell in love with music. Like, what was it? Was it first song? Or was you touch the turntables?
That's easy. So I was about 8 or 9. I always tell the story. This is how I became a DJ. So, my uncle. So I got family in West Virginia.
DJ T Nut?
No, that's my cousin.
That's your cousin?
So this is right before this. This is right before this. So my actual uncle, my dad's brother. Yeah. So he used to. What's the laws? What's the statute of limitation on stuff? We should be good. It's fine. I bet. I got a lawyer if we don't. Ain't no pressure. But nah. So this is like early stage of downloading music. Yeah. Early. I'm talking about like this is before LimeWire.
Like DJ Drama type.
This is before he got knocked.
For real?
But so basically, my uncle taught me how to download music. So then he taught me how to do that, and I don't know if y'all remember like when we used to make like the mix CDs with like your favorite songs on the joint.
Yeah.
So I used to do that. I used to like sling them in school or whatever for a couple of dollars or whatever. And then so this is when my cousin comes and play T-Nuts. So I used to always go to West Virginia for the summer, my pops or whatever. And I had an uncle who had like a basketball summer league. It's kind of like Rucker Park kind of, but it's in West Virginia, you know what I'm saying? But same vibe and stuff. Yeah, everybody outside, whole hood out there, grilling, all that. So he used to DJ the joint. And I guess for some reason he couldn't DJ. So my uncle was like, and this is a different uncle, not the one that taught me how to download music. He was like, yo, can you, you know what I'm saying? Can you make a CD for us? Made the CD for the joint rocking. You know what I'm saying? And so then that Christmas, I got my first set of turntables. They still in my granny crib right now, like to this day. Them joints, like, you know, I'm thinking like, I'm about to get a turntable, so I'm thinking the juice, I'm gonna be da-da-da.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no. I got this joint like this big. I can't scratch or do. The only thing I can do is blend. And at first I was like, man, y'all, you did it up, but like my stepmom had got it. I believe, yeah, she bought them for me. But like my pops, I remember he told me, he's like, yo, like, you need to learn how to blend before you do anything. And it's crazy, like, now I get it. I don't even know if he was even doing that on purpose, but he was a coach and all that, so you know how that go.
Yeah.
I felt like that was like on some coach mentality type shit, but it ended up working out, you know what I'm saying? Like over time, like I was building up like equipment and stuff like that, but I was always like playing football. So football was always first, but I just like music. So it wasn't really until, honestly, like until I had my daughter when I really just went full-time DJing. Cause it's crazy, that's when I moved to Virginia, like found I had a kid. And I found I had a kid, and I found out that I could play at Norfolk State on the same week. Like it was May 2012. Like I remember just like it was yesterday. Like I got cleared by the NCAA. This is before, I ain't that old, but this is before like the NIL and all. They was none of that. This you know, now all you gotta do is make a call, you can play at another school.
For sure.
But before you had to like, it was like real deal. Like you might gotta sit out a year.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You know, none of that. I mean, kudos to them though, you know what I'm saying? I guess we had to crawl so they could run or whatever the case. So, you know what I'm saying? I ended up talking to my family and stuff, but I ended up personally making the decision to not ball anymore and just focus on, you know what I'm saying, the music. And it ended up paying off. So that was in May, and then October I was on 106 in Park. And then that was dope.
Was that like the pinnacle of when Izzy became Izzy the DJ type vibe?
Nah, I was DJ D Izzy. I wasn't even Izzy DJ yet. Izzy DJ came like a couple years later. And what's dope about that is like, it was really like a growth thing. Like I changed my name mainly because everybody kept messing my name up, and everybody kept calling me DJ Izzy or DJ Dizzy because I had a dash and it was D-Izzy because my first name Derek. You know what I'm saying? So then me and my homie Buddy or Marquis Robinson, you know what I'm saying? We was doing like a lot of media stuff. Like we was doing like recaps. This is when Instagram was 15 seconds. So we was doing like party recaps, 15 seconds. A lot of people wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting a lot of traction. He was getting a lot of traction. And then we was talking. I'm like, yo, I want to change my name. But I'm like, I think we should do a rollout. So we did a whole rollout. He did my website. We did like a 1 minute video. I think
the run through your city? Is that
nope. We ain't. This is still. We ain't even there yet. It's right before that. This before the rap, all that. So we might have dropped the video on Vimeo. And for my videographers and people who are in the media world, you know, that if I ain't mistaken, that was where you had to put 4K videos at before YouTube was doing them. So I mean, like the video's actually on YouTube now. The video I'm talking about, like the introduction to Izzy The DJ,
that's
or whatnot.
Y'all go see that. Y'all go check.
Yeah, for sure. And like once that happened, I just was like, yo, I'm just like branding. I got to do that. Like for me, like as a DJ and even as a business person, I kind of just look at people who I don't necessarily say I want to mirror, but like whose work I like. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell people that you can build and you can take a liking to anybody at any level in regards to their craft or whatever you do. Like, so there's DJs who may have only been DJing for a year or two who I may like something that they do. I'm not saying I'm about to go run off with what they do, but you know, you can always take influence from anywhere, you know what I'm saying, and build it to your own. And that's what I used to do. I used to kind of, and I still do to this day, like, man, Izzy The DJ is a Fortune 500 company. So I got to figure out ways to move like that because that's the only way that I got a shot at even getting to that level. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been able to do and see success. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, oh yeah, he marketed everywhere, da da da. So I just kind of try to think like how the big dogs do, the big wigs, and I saw like in the music world, like there's people who did it, but like I remember like when DJs wasn't even really getting on the flyers. You know what I'm saying? So then I started making my own flyers or getting them made. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, well shoot, they ain't gonna put me on it. I just get my own joint. Then it turns into now they want to pull up because you at the spot. And then it turns into, you know what I'm saying? You could do your own event. Then it turns into now you can open your own spot. You know what I'm saying? Or you can, or whatever the case may be. It's just there's always tiers, I believe, in whatever it is that you do. But I think to get there, you just need to look and see what the people aren't doing, your counterparts
For sure.
aren't doing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's hard.
I know we went a little bit everywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
hit a lot of stuff on the nail, which is good though, bro. Because that's something that a lot of people I know want to hear. I know you inspire a lot of different folks because you got the Izzypreneur, John, the scholarship, the Izzy Community Day, Paradise 757, Can't Stay Local.
Come on, you know we got
R&B Block Party,
like you know we got a lot of things going on, man, and Lord willing, more to come. But yeah, man, y'all just do it, man. Like, what's the worst that can happen? It don't work. You feel me? Like, that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Somebody just told me they was like the whole point of business is to execute.
Yeah.
Like thinking is cool to an extent, but business is really execution. Because once you overthink, you might think yourself out the game. Now people on fourth quarter already. You still trying to warm up. You know what I'm saying?
How many businesses do you know about that didn't work? You only know about, for the most part, you know about the businesses that work. Yeah. You reference the businesses that work. You feel me? Like when you talk about Apple, that's a business that's currently working. You know what I'm saying? Like, only way you may talk about what Apple was before is if you know the story. Right. But it's still a part of the story of Apple. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. So you originally from Savannah, Georgia. How was it there? Like,
man, it was how it is still. You know what I'm saying? South to 912. But yeah, Savannah's it's
rough.
It get rough. I mean, love the city for sure. Helped mold me to who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a military brat too, so I lived a lot of places. I lived there, and then between that and then my pops being from West Virginia, like I lived in Kansas, lived in Germany for a couple years, you know, but like that's, you know what I'm saying, I was born in Georgia. That's Savannah's where I spent most of my life, you know what I'm saying? And my, I guess you would say your pinnacle years, like your middle school to high school, I was there. So, but yeah, man, it's rough, man. That's why I try to show as much as I can. And I'm working on some stuff to do back home, you know, because I feel like we need it. You know, we got a lot of people, don't get me wrong, we got a lot of people from the crib that's doing their thing for sure. Like, I don't want y'all to think that. But, like, if you from Savannah, like, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's rough for real. Like, you know, down there, like, people grow up in hopes of getting a job on a porch or Gulfstream. You feel me? Like, which again, there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, the world is way more bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, I just kind of want to show, like, look, man, I'm a kid that, you know what I'm saying, that graduated from Groves High School on the west side in Garden City. Like, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, I travel the world now, you know what I mean? Like, so I want, you know what I mean? They tore my school down. Like, they building it back up. But, like, the high school I went to, like, it's torn down. Like, it's gone. They rebuilding it now. But the school, the halls that I remember running through and stuff, like, it's not there no more. And think, like, I don't know if it's like that now, but, like, bro, just imagine wearing uniforms in public schools. Like, I went to a public high school and I was wearing uniforms because that's how turned it was out there. Like, they was like, man, we got to figure something out. So I guess they just decided that, look, we need to make everybody wear uniforms. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So all the public schools, I'm pretty sure they do still. I'm not 100% sure, but I know when I was in high school, we had uniforms for sure.
Damn. Did y'all used to like get in trouble for like trying to make it fly and stuff like that?
What? Of course. Like back then, like that's why like I mean I always liked shoes, but like shoot, I ain't had no choice. Like that was your fly. Like you can they'll let you wear like a polo. You can get you like a polo joint. So like if you wanted to be fly, you might get you a rugby, but the rugby can't have a whole bunch. You really can just get the big horse. That's really all you can do. Like, you know what I mean? Bro, I'm trying to tell you is I remember I got me and my boy B4, childhood friend, we both went to high school together.
Sure.
And I remember I think it was like one of them dress down days. And it was the Jordan 1 countdown pack. I mean the New Love Old Love pack, my bad. And so we both had them. So we was like, you know, we kids. We like, yo, I'm gonna wear my joints. I'm gonna wear the white, black, and red joints on one foot and the black and gold joints on the other foot. So we both, you know, black tee. You know what I'm saying? That's back when they had the tall tees was a thing. You know what I'm saying? We got that and some Dickies. You know what I'm saying? And
the franchise boys.
Right. Look. So we go in there, bro. Why the assistant principal pull us to the joint, the office on some like we in a gang.
Dang.
Like, but granted that was super profiling for sure. But I mean, there was plenty of people who was, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, they was banging hoods for real. But I mean, you know, it was people in gangs, so they was just, you know what I'm saying, they was like, yo, they called my folks. So my folks thinking that I done did something, because I did used to be getting in trouble. Like, you know what I'm saying, class clown, stuff like that. So I remember my pops brought some Reeboks. We call them Soldieries. They was like beat because they was from like years ago. He brought them in there thinking that I did something, so he trying to like punish me or whatever. Yeah. So he brought them in there so he could switch the shoes. Bro, them shits was so bad. I had got 2 plastic bags and tied them on my shoes so you couldn't see them. Cause you know I'm a class clown. I'm a popular kid. Like y'all ain't finna fry me. Yeah. Y'all ain't gonna get a free one. You feel me? Like yeah, we ain't get no free one. But yeah, the Pope, man, like it's a lot of talent there and stuff, like, you know, like people learn a little bit more like with the emergence like Flaw J, you know what I'm saying, and what a lot of people don't know about her, like her pops, Long Live Camouflage, was that nigga. Like he was a local rapper. Like he was really that nigga. He was signed, if I ain't mistaken, before he passed Universal, and that man got murked in front of his record label, and I want to say his son, her brother, was like right there, broad daylight. You know what I'm saying? And that really like shook the city. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like anybody that for real that's been like close to that level has ended up being like that. Like it was a guy when I was in high school. His name was they call him Booger Quarterbird or whatever. He was real tight knit with Jeezy. For real, cause it was like a little connection. It was called Hella Flow Records. Cause one of the dudes that ran that label, I want to say he was locked up with Jeezy. I think it was something like that. Don't quote me on it, but they definitely was connected. You know what I'm saying? So for us, we was in high school, like probably like 07, 08, like I'm like, oh yeah, he the one. Like, and this when I'm about to DJ. I mean, I'm DJing, but this is like when I'm really like coming into it. I remember I was trying to do my first mixtape. I sent him this long MySpace message, and bro replied like, yo, let's do it, man. That man got killed like 2 months later, man. That broke my heart.
So just hearing stories like that, did that ever like keep you from not going back home type vibe?
No. Because like, I mean, I be in and out, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it also reminds me like, yo, of why, like I always talk to my homies from the crib. Like most of the people that I'm close to from back home, they like moved like to Atlanta, stuff like that. I got a couple people that you know still there, whatnot. But yeah, man, like you kind of get numb to it, you know what I'm saying? I think that's why like when I came to the 7-5, I was able to like slide right into the mix because it's almost a mirror of Savannah. Like,
I was just about to ask you that too.
Man,
like,
I'm talking about literally, bro. We both by the water. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? It gets crazy up here. It gets crazy there.
For sure.
You feel me? Like, so I think for me, that's why I kind of always felt comfortable here. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, I got some stuff that I want to, implement, you know what I'm saying, back home that, like, I've done here, you know what I'm saying? That was always my plan. Like, even with my community day, like, I'm like, shoot, I'm already here. Let me build this here so I can take it, you know what I'm saying, and mirror. It might not be the exact same thing, you know what I'm saying, mirror it and do that at the crib.
But you had got gifted out Norfolk, right? Like your own day.
Oh yeah. So
how was that? I was there when that happened too. You was real like,
I ain't know. I ain't gonna lie. I had no idea. It was always like amongst my team. It was always a goal of mine. And the reason that I even picked Norfolk for real was because I graduated from Norfolk State. It was you know what I'm saying? It was the first city that I really, in my opinion, I really touched, you know what I'm saying, like from the DJ side. So I decided to do my community day there, you know what I mean? And for it to like get to where it's at now and for them to do that, because I used to always be like, dang, man, like, people don't even know that inspiration for my community day was Cam Chancellor's Celebrity Weekend.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so he used to be every Memorial Day. He used to have like different events and stuff, but he would have a community day at Lakewood. And so I remember I hit him up. Cause they'll book me for the parties, but I used to be like, man, look, cause I've always done community service. I'm like, man, put me on that joint. Yeah. Like, I mean, I do the parties too, you know, but I'm like, bro, put me on the community day with the kids and put me on that.
Yeah.
So I remember talking to him one year, and he was about to he hit me up like, yo, I want you to be more involved with this. I see what you do in the community. And this is before community day. It's before I even launched it. This is just me doing like other little stuff, like going to the schools and, you know, little stuff like that. And it, unfortunately, I think they just stopped doing it. But I did reach out to him ironically that year when they gave me the day. I reached out to him because I wanted him to come. Yeah. And I told him, like, yo, like, you know, I want you to know that, like, your work inspired me to do this. Like, I felt like that there was a void in the city when, you know what I'm saying, it stopped. So, you know, I kind of gave him his flowers for real. Like, I don't really know what happened, why they not doing it or did it. And I told him, I don't know why, but I just wanted to, you know, I don't know if anybody ever told you, like, you know, I appreciate you doing this. So, you know what I'm saying? He'll reach out every now and then. I reach out, blah, blah, blah. So it was crazy that I told him that, and then I remember it's like yesterday, they was calling me, blowing me up. I'm trying to get the bounce houses. They like, Izzy, you need to hear again right now. Hey, right now. And I'm rushing. So I leave the bounce houses. I'm supposed to get them. I ended up getting cussed out for that because it was like a whole thing. I left the storage unlocked. It was crazy. Like, but I was trying to rush and get there, and then I see all these people, and then they got this paper, and I'm just looking like, what? I see Councilwoman Mamie Johnson talking. And then I'm just listening. I'm like, oh shit, they done gave a nigga a day in the city. You know what I'm saying? So I had me tore up a little bit. I was like, damn. Like, so it obviously some people knew, like I think my mama knew. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it was dope because I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really get surprised too often. So that was definitely a great one. And it definitely made me like be like, yo, you know what I mean? You can do the work, you know what I'm saying? And receive your flowers while you're here. You feel me? Like, everybody always be saying that, and some people be like, that's not realistic, but that day showed me, you know what I'm saying, that it's real. That's gonna really happen.
It definitely inspired a lot of folks out there for sure. Like, a nigga got his own day. He look like me and you know what I mean? Like, you really can't. That's close to getting the key to the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably next though.
Lord willing, we'll see.
Keep it 100. So I see you got the R&B block party experience. I see it all on the ground. You go, my boy, Boss Bags. He tapped in with
so
you.
it's me, Boss Bags, Family, and my boy Tone. I mean, it's more. This we got a whole team, but that's the, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and it's crazy because, man, that shit was supposed to be a one-off.
yeah.
That shit was supposed to be something like, I remember just like it was yesterday. I want to say we was at a soiree, just, you know what I'm saying, like trying to put a joint together. And we were just trying to, I remember we was trying to, and I was weak because I text Tone when we just had the last joint. I'm like, damn, bro, this thing, bro, we was over here stressing trying to book Ashanti, and she turned us down for Essence Festival, I think, because it was supposed to be 4th of July first. Then it was supposed to be my birthday in August. Then we ended up just landing on Labor Day. And then we did the joint. And the first joint was like 1,800 people or something like that. And then Pharrell hit niggas up like, yo, I think he was like, yo, y'all need to do it every week. And we like, bro, we can't do it every week.
Yeah.
But that's how the joint from North State Homecoming happened. And that was the big dog one. That was like the one where everybody was like, whoa, what is this? And, you know, it's been rolling ever since, man. Like,
You had Push come out of that joint, right?
I don't know if he came to that one. I think Push has been the multiple, but I think the first one he came to was when we did New Year's.
Oh, for sure.
But he always was supporting for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout to him. Shout to everybody, bro. Like I think what's so dope about that is it was organic. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It was organic for real. Like, and like as it grows and as time goes, you know what I'm saying? It's like a town thing, and by town I mean the 7-5. Like, and a lot of times, from what I've seen, I've been here 12 years. Like, those things that happen aren't usually ours. Mm. Like, this is ours, and by ours I mean everybody. The culture. This is ours. R&B Block Party is ours. It's the cultures. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of times, like, when these type of events or whatnot happen, at least when I see in the 7-5, we'll go. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't ours.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And there's no shade. Like, think of like Arborfest or stuff like that. Like, that ain't ours. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna go into it, you know. But if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Ain't ours, but we'll go.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, so I just look at it like, man, look. But when y'all pull up, when y'all buy y'all ticket, just know that you know what I'm saying, you're sowing the seed into your culture. Mm. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, definitely a vibe for what I've seen, for what I've heard, profiles, friends, everybody.
I get you in there, man.
Yeah, bro. I be telling y'all it happens. I'm either like doing something, like busy with something, I don't know, bro. But I always get upset looking at the recap video. You know what I mean?
We'll make sure you get. Don't worry about it.
I appreciate it. I need a jacket whole time.
It's members only jacket. Now we got merch. We got merch. You know what I'm saying? We got merch.
So you also do, because you're a serial entrepreneur, bro. One thing I wanted to ask you about that is, how do you keep everything afloat? Because I know sometimes people will pick up something and they put it right back down. Pick up something. Because I'm known for doing that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, like the stuff that y'all do see, just imagine the things that y'all don't see that happen. Like my phone, bro, I got like notes of just business ideas that I might have slightly started a little bit, picked it down, put it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't perfectly hold it all together. Like, that's a work in progress. I can't cap. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting better. Just doing old school stuff, like writing stuff down. You know what I'm saying? That was something that I just would not write stuff down, man. Like, I just was like, man, you know, 'cause I'm a tech guy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have a new phone, new computer. But so I'm thinking like, man, what was all the technology for if I'm writing it down? But muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? I could put in my notes, write it down, tell somebody, set an alarm.
Yeah.
Like for me, I need 8, 9, 10 reminders. Like for this, even though I was a little behind, I had 5, 6, 7 reminders.
I already know it.
I like that. Like I had a, you set your phone alarm. I had a phone alarm interview. You know what I'm saying? And then I know you texted me too. Then I put it in my Google Calendar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was sending reminders because I know I'll be forgetting stuff too. Like just on a day to day. So I'm like, you more busy than me. You know what I mean?
But I didn't for the record. I didn't forget. You know what I'm saying? I did not forget. I didn't forget. But it's just I'm more productive when I do it. It's something that I've implemented more recently. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I used to feel like Superman. I got Superman complex. Anybody that's close to me knows that that's something that I struggle with. And I say struggle because, man, you can't do everything.
Yeah.
I feel like I can do everything. Like the old me would have scheduled 3 interviews back to back to back today. That's what I would have did. I would have been like, man, I can, instead of just space them out or just, you know what I'm saying? Like, or just tell them like, hey, I can't do this today. Like,
yeah,
but I also get, you know what I'm saying? I get pleasure out of people's happiness. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think people like me as a DJ, because when I'm up there, probably 75% of the music I don't even personally like. But at all. But I like your reaction to me playing this music.
So if you could consider yourself or compare an album or a song to you, if it could be an album if a song was too hard, what would it be?
So me just as a person?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Let me see.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? You're a DJ. Let's get
let me see. I'm gonna give you 2. I'm gonna give you an R&B confessions. R&B confessions. You know what I'm saying? And this is the reason why I say that, man. Because if you listen to that, like, I mean, he talking about his heartbreak stuff, but it's also a lot. It's really a lot of different scenarios within
like
the album. Yes.
Okay.
And then album rap, I would say Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
So the time we was having that debate, so who's in your top 5, bro? I know, is it Eminem, bro? Eminem up there?
No.
Okay.
No. Top, he's probably, I don't even, bro. So Eminem is a lyricist, like, and even with that, right? Listen, even with that, it's like what my boy Gucci Man say, man. Nobody come in the car telling you to cut that Eminem on. Like, but I feel like for me, he's not in my top 5 because that putting some crazy lyrics in a song isn't enough. Like, I need the whole package for me. Like, I'm invested in like, Jay-Z's my favorite rapper, but I listen to Future the most, and Future's in my top 5. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I think that, like, you got people who listen to Future and don't even know he writes a lot.
Right.
Like, he writes for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't even know that, so I'm thinking like that. I'm thinking about, like, for example, for you, I'm going to finish this question, but I'm going to ask you something like, what do you feel like are the ingredients of a great song?
Sheesh. I would say instruments, like the actual how to create the beat and everything. But if the artist is not there, like has a connection with the music itself, or like a story that they trying to tell or portray, then it's not really gonna hit the listener for them to even like understand or relate to what they trying to get through. You know what I'm saying? They message. So that's what I would say. Just the message alone, the artist,
a feeling. Music is feeling. Like, we like songs that we are attached to, like we can relate to. That's why I like you said stories. Yeah. Like, so for me, one of the most important things in music is a feeling, like how it makes you feel when you hear it. Like, you hear certain songs, like people work out the music. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, why Future was and is the guy to me is because for the longest, like, I'm listening to his songs, I'm like, boy, like, I need to go get $1 million.
Yeah.
Like even with Hove, like why I like Hove is like he finds a way to adapt to the industry in every area. Like it's like this nigga old as hell, but still is saying stuff. I'm like, oh shit, like I need to like he's either saying something I could directly relate to, or he's bringing it down. Like it's kind of like, bro, I'm up here, but I'm gonna come down here right quick and come back up here, so you could just understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, that's why I like those two guys. So I got those two guys in my top 5. And these are just artists, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. These are just artists. Okay. So I said whole Future. Man, this is always tough, man. It's always because
it's a judgment-free zone.
Yeah, man, it's because it's like reason why I say it's always tough is because like I think it's hard for me to give you 5 because like I feel like you gotta have longevity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jada, I got Jada on there.
Okay.
Jada's on there. Jada's on there for sure. I got a little I had some back and forth commentary in our group chat about me saying that I think the whole Locks out rapped Dipset. They was, you know what I'm saying?
I can see why you said that.
Yeah, and this wasn't saying, and that's what I'm saying, like, bro, this was not saying that, like, I don't like Dipset. Like, and this is what I'm saying. I said out rap. I didn't say make better songs or better music. I didn't say that.
And Cam said, F Mike, before you see me, you never saw Thriller. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, but Cam is the guy. But, bro, I personally, you know what I'm saying, consider him, like, of that time.
Yeah.
The swag rapper. He was like the first kind.
Yeah, for sure.
He was the first swag rapper. Like, cool. Like, but that was a thing, though. That was a thing that I feel like he was one of the pioneers of. You know what I mean? Like, that, me calling him that isn't saying that he can't rap, but he for me, like, he was one of the first people to, like, be cool on a track. Like, he can, like, 1 minute he might really be dropping some bars, and then another minute he might just be like not really saying a whole bunch, but he's swagging it out.
Yeah.
So it's, you know what I'm saying, cool. Cause at the end of the day, like, bro, we don't want to, like, I'm not gonna always register to a nigga just bar. That's why, like, most battle rappers don't make music that we register to for real.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I love to hear you, you know what I'm saying, on a battle URL or a smack back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, but then you make a song and we like, but it's okay. It's like, it's
comedic timing.
Yeah.
So then it was that, and when 8 Mile dropped.
Yeah.
Cause nobody, like, we thinking man, Eminem, this is crazy white guy to just say anything, but then you see him on 8 Mile, like, oh, this thing, he's rapping. Yeah. And then, so for me, after I seen 8 Mile, I started doing my research, and I'm like, oh, he's like been a rapper, like, you know. But at the end of the day, like, that's just what he, you know, like, everybody was going off of like sales and stuff. I'm like, bro, like, we wasn't buying it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And again, this is not saying that, you know what I'm saying? Like, Forgot About Dre, that was a great verse from him. You know what I'm saying? I think.
Yeah, but when I think of Eminem songs, I be thinking about like To Kill a Mockingbird and the Slim Shady joint, like, and that's why I asked one of the brothers. I'm like, so tell me a bar he actually said. No, he could never tell me an actual bar. You know what I mean?
Like, I think I only picked that song because I like the hook.
Like,
but
that'd be my thing.
But it was like, I think for what made him who he is that he was giving us something that we didn't see too, though. He was entertaining still. He was entertaining, and then when you actually like go like, oh, he like really puts words together, like, you know what I'm saying. But Renegade was definitely when we was like, oh wait, hey, hold on,
rap, buddy, yeah, for sure.
But, I mean, again, that doesn't really mean that you're better than them. That could be people. That happens so often. Like 9 times out of 10, Like it'd be a situation to where he do his verse first, like, and then I'ma sing, and then I send it to you for you to finish it, and then you got time to like out rap it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? A lot of those moments, and I don't know what happened with that, but a lot of those moments, it's not like they in the studio together. Excuse me. So I got, who would I say? I said Jay, Future, Jada. I need two more. I should be petty and say Pac and Biggie, but
That's what people usually go for that.
yeah, but
Biggie was a great storyteller.
yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, they both. I think Biggie was a great storyteller, and Pac gave you music that you felt. He talked about the times. You know what I'm saying? Like, he talked about, I mean, I think what makes you, you know what I'm saying, top 5 is like your music standing the test of time. You know, like, I'll go back to Future, bro. Like, anybody that knows me knows that when my Savages come on,
Boy,
like,
that's my 2016.
bro, but bro, like, I'm talking about like that. That will be at my wedding. So you know what I'm saying. Whenever I find a wife, whoever she is, just know my Savage. Y'all seen it, heard it here first. My Savages will be at that wedding.
He who finds a wife finds a good thing. Come
Wow,
on,
my
man.
Savage is playing on. But yeah, like, and it's not like he's just saying all type of, but he's really like, it's not like he's like bar, but he's just really talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, stuff that we get, you know what I'm saying, my savages. That boy said he grew up in a ruthless ass environment. I'm on my phone when asked me how the trial went. I'm like, damn, I've had conversations like that.
So they always dressing fresher than a mannequin.
Man, come on, like, just little stuff, like, and you like, hey man, listen, 20,000 child support. I ain't on child support, but I'm not. Thank the Lord. Cam, shout out to your mama. You know what I'm saying? We got, yeah, but I know. I've seen it. It wasn't mine.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. I seen it.
Damn. See that nigga child support. You like, oh, that's crazy.
He's saying so. Listen, I had to fuck with any of you niggas. That's my only regret. That's my line on the song. Bro, like, cause I feel like everybody can relate to that.
Yeah.
Like the line, like, I'm like, man, like, it's like I don't live with regrets, but I do. Like, if there was like a superpower that I had, you know what I'm saying, it would be time. Like, being able to control time.
I'm trying. That's the only thing. Like, it run away from you for real. Like, you can't never get it back.
It's the most important thing in the world.
Shit crazy.
Time is worth more than money. It's literally, bro. It's literally the one thing that you cannot recreate.
So is time real?
Well, I think so.
That's a wild question, right?
I mean, I want to know why it wouldn't be real. Time is real because it's something that you can visually see, get away from you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Faster than anything. You know what I'm saying? You can see time fast. You can see that faster than money coming away from you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because say you lose a bet, right? You lose $100 bet.
I had to leave FanDuel alone.
But look, say you lost it, right?
Yeah.
Guess what you lost first?
Your time.
The time that you wasted making that bet. For real though, it's
the time that you wasted watching that bet.
Right, exactly.
Like,
says all this happened because you don't know you lost a bet until the game over.
For sure.
So what happens first? The time in between that.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Damn, that's real dude. So like, you still got a lot of other stuff, you know what I mean? Like, you got Basil, Paradise 757, Izzypreneur Scholarship. Like, these are all memorable moments. I know you had different challenges though that you experienced with them. If you could think of any ones off the top, how did you like get through them? Like, what hardship did you face and how did you get over it?
Man, shoot, where do we start? I want to say, Basil wasn't a cakewalk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was me and my partners. It was a overzealous, not calculated move. that we overcame. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I again had that superpower, I was just talking about with time,
Yeah.
we would not have handled that the way that we did. But I'm glad that we did. You know, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about business. You know, this was my first spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned a lot about business, how to conduct business. You know what I'm saying? Having entertainment lawyers and stuff like that. Like, difference between a handshake deal and, you know, what's in black and white. What you can, what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, how to get out of situations. Like, I learned a lot. You know, what to pay for, what not to pay for, how to evaluate a business finances, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're buying a business, because we purchased a pre-existing business, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was the biggest hurdle with Basel. And, you know, we still working our moves, but, you know, we doing what we do right now. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody that's ever supported. If you haven't, it ain't too late. You know what I'm saying? I think with the entrepreneur thing, scholarship, I think the thing that was the biggest hurdle was actually getting enough people to apply. And I think I didn't do the best job at marketing outside of social media. So what I needed to do was get those deadlines for admissions and stuff earlier, and contact the HBCUs directly, because for those who don't know, it's a HBCU scholarship. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry, PWIs, community colleges. You know,
it's cool.
Should have went to HBCU.
Hell State.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You should have went there. But, you know, maybe one day. I mean, I partner with other people who do scholarships that you can use, you know what I'm saying, somewhere else. But that just ain't that one. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I think that was really the biggest thing. And I think it's just because they may have not expected. I don't know. They just didn't expect me to do something like that. But yeah, like we be having to like sometimes scramble to like yo, we got to fill these slots.
Yeah.
But I had to remember that's how scholarships usually are anyway. That was why I created it, because I'm just like, yo, let's not. We don't have to do the essay thing. I'm not for that. Like, for those who don't know, and it's every year, you know what I'm saying? The requirements are for you to be attending an HBCU in the fall. We have five winners, one each classification. So that's freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, grad student. You have to make a 1-minute video explaining what an entrepreneur is to you and why attending an HBCU will help you on your entrepreneurial journey. That's it. And just, you know, get as creative as you can, you know what I'm saying, so you can get picked.
A lot of folks don't be trying to do that.
I think what I did, and I don't regret it, but I just thought, like me, when I was creating, I'm thinking like, well, what would make me want to do it? Like, if I could just pick my phone up and make a 1-minute video versus writing an essay, got to email and do all that. I'm like, most of y'all be on social media anyway. So that's how I thought. I mean, we've given out over what we are. We had over $30,000. You know what I'm saying? In scholarships.
Cool. That's a blessing, bro. So,
I mean, I ain't saying that we ain't. I mean, we gonna get the money away. Somebody gonna get it. But you know, yeah, I'm gonna do. For me, I think we're gonna do a better job at just reaching out to them schools. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to run into the problem where it's too many good ones. Like, it's like, man, I gotta go through 200 of these jumps.
Yeah, that's a good problem.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you got all of this under your belt. How do you cope? Like, when do you sit down and you really take a breath? I know you told me you go to the gym. I seen you getting strong.
Yeah, I go to the gym. That's one of my coping things. I watch movies, man. Like, like my coping for that is because I'm around so much crazy stuff and people. Like, I do normal, simple things, like binge watch a show. You know what I'm saying? Or go to the movies, Dolo or whatever. Like, that's like how I cope. You know what I'm saying? Or like this is, for me it's coping like or record. Like I still be recording, you know what I'm saying, music and stuff. I ain't dropped nothing in a minute because I wanted to like really master the producing side that I added to the repertoire. So now I've done that. So now y'all probably hear some stuff.
So how's the gym been working though? Like,
oh, good, man. Cause
it's
like
strong and shit.
Well, mentally more than anything, cause I'm trying to cut weight for real, man. I can't be having no dad bod out here.
I gotta get right.
My daughter getting a little old. I can't have her friends and her partners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Looking at me like the old pops. She already think I ain't cool anyway.
Nigga, but I can take her for sure.
Oh yeah, we. So
if it's one gorilla, it's 100 niggas, and you one of them niggas. You gonna get taken out at the end, or you gonna last? It's one gorilla and 100 niggas. You one of them niggas. Y'all winning?
Yes, for sure, bro.
It's one gorilla. You know how strong a gorilla is?
I do. You know how strong my mental is. This is what I'm saying. We're gonna come up with. It's 100 of us, and we can't come up with a plan to take that gorilla out.
Oh God!
Like what? I ain't gonna just go in there stupid.
No,
like,
for sure. But it's just like I had seen this question before, and I was thinking like, damn, I really gotta ask somebody this shit. I be on my National Geographic.
Yeah, but like, I ain't about to be He-Man. Oh, let's go or 300, and we just all run into the gorilla. Nah, hell nah. We gonna plot. We gonna make a plan. Like, look. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta figure this out. Like hopefully nobody gets taken out. But
I'm be real, some niggas get taken out the game early.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna try to make sure it ain't me. You know, I'm gonna try to be the captain because you know the captain in the movies
they go last.
Yeah, they gonna last. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go out like a cheetah. I ain't gonna run.
Showdown. He gonna be standing there and shit with this nigga. That's crazy. I had to ask, bro, because like coping. People sometimes go to their vices, and not all the time is that a positive way to cope.
Yeah, I had moments like that. Like I would get super lit, but I was never like a person that would like be at the house drinking.
Yeah,
like I never really did that. Like, but I would definitely like maybe when I'm at work, I might be stressed. Shoot, let me just you know what I'm saying, pull up, but. You know what I'm saying? I had to realize too, you know what I'm saying, like doing that stuff and then like, you know, even moments of like, and I could be transparent, you know what I'm saying, like fraternizing with shorties and stuff, like, you know, I'm a man, but at the same time, like I had to like, I remember I was telling somebody I used to deal with, you know, we was talking about like stuff I used to do in the past, and I was just like, damn, man, I didn't even realize that part of the reason why I was bullshitting, like, you know what I'm saying, I was essentially coping with stuff that I didn't even know I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying, like I had to, like I've been to therapy, you know what I'm saying, like I had to do some real unpacking, you know what I mean, like, yeah, like, so just for me to kind of understand, and like I said, I always said, like, bro, I'm still work in progress, but, you know, there's been a lot of growth, but like I used to always be like, dang, man, that 4, 5, 6 o'clock link up in the morning with a shorty after the club, bruh, if I got the energy to do that, man, I could be working on a mixtape, working on business plan. You feel me? Like, because these are the things that I really get fulfilled from.
For sure.
You know, this is a moment. Like, and I'm not saying like, bro, I'm not saying like I'm about to be a nun or nothing like that. And, oh yeah, I just don't want to talk to no girls. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm just saying like this is like stuff that I had to, like, when I'm looking back in the mirror, I had to think about like, yo, like, you over here fucking off like you at the top of your game. You ain't even at the top of your game, my nigga.
So
like,
you on your semen retention like Kevin Gates?
I ain't but like I wouldn't say that, but you know, when I'm locked in, I'm locked in.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's understandable.
So it's like I at times, you know, it'd be times to where I done like fell off with shorties or whatnot, just on, and they might not have did nothing, to just be locked in.
Yeah.
You know, everybody don't understand that. You feel me? Like, and it's all right, because I always tell myself, man, if I do that work now, like I'm trying to build an empire. I got a daughter, you know what I mean? Like that, and that we don't live together. You know what I'm saying? Like I just have to travel to see her. When I quit playing ball, to go back to that story, like I said, like whatever I do, I'm gonna have to be able to explain this. You know, when she get older, you know what I'm saying? She's 12 now, so. She understands what her daddy do. Like, he had those conversations. Like, if somebody asks her what her daddy does, she'll be like, oh, he's a DJ. He travels here, da da da. He also owns this and this. That's and this what he do. You know what I mean? Like, so, even though she doesn't do it around me, because you know, like you know how the kids, teenagers be. You know, I'm at this is the uncool stage for us. But like when she's not around, and she's talking about me, she's actually, you know, speaking highly of me, and that's all I've ever wanted. Like, I just want her to know, like, yo, like, I want you to be proud that I'm your father, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so, that's like, those are the things that give me fulfillment. All that other stuff, I was like, it's cool, but, you know what I mean?
I remember one time you told me a story, you said what made you really do the transition of going full-time with the DJing was your job gave you an ultimatum of either you gonna work here or you gonna do that because you've been taking off work for 2 months.
Oh yeah, that was a Family Dollar.
Yeah,
no Dollar General. My bad, Dollar General. Yep. So when I was sleeping on my partner RJ couch. This was summer of 2012. Dang. So this is right when I found I had a kid. Oh yeah. All this is all I had just stopped playing football, but I was working, you know, and then DJing was picking up here, but I would have to like call off, you know. I'm gonna call off. I'm making what I was making, even though I won't banking in like that, but I was still making more than what I would make from one check on one night at Dollar General. You feel me? So of course I'm out of here. Like I want to keep my job though, because I mean it was cool. They was cool. Yeah. But then, so she said that, and then I told them, you know, I got to slide. But what they did do that I did respect, they didn't say that they fired me. They said I quit. So like he told me, he was like, good luck, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if you ever need a job and you actually have availability, like, you know, I'll make sure that we say that you quit and not that you got fired.
Yeah, never look back since.
Nah, hell no.
That's hard. Something I always ask my guests before we like start to wrap it up is 3 words is hustle, grind, and grit. In your own perspective, like what do they mean to you?
It's funny because we were just talking about this hustle word.
Yeah.
So I forgot who they said I don't think it might have been Jeezy or something. So, you know, hustling. I feel like hustling is necessary for a period of time. Mm-hmm. You should not hustle your whole life. I think that for me, hustling is, you know, giving your all, leaving it all on the floor, do what you got to do by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? So when I think of hustle is by any means necessary to get, whether you hustling for $1, you hustling for a position, hustling to be in the frat, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all by any means necessary. Mm-hmm. And what I was going to say is that they say that if you own, so let's look at Basel. I'm a hustler at Basel if I got to be there every day. Mm-hmm. But if I can leave and it still operates, I'm running a business. Tough. You know, so I believe that we should hustle into being a businessman or a businesswoman. Like, I feel like it's just a progressive step. Okay. You know, you put your work in as a hustler, and then just like the streets, like, you know, back in the day, you used to call you a hustler. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They ain't called Big Meats no hustler. He was the boss. Yeah. You feel me? Like, they called the niggas that's running under them, they was the hustlers. You feel me? Like, so it's like, I feel like you gotta have that hustling spirit in you, period. For sure. You know, but you don't ever want to get trapped into it. You know what I mean? But you gotta have it in you, feel me? Like, so you said hustle was the second word? Grind and grit. I think grind is the process that hustling takes you on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The grind is the journey. You know what I'm saying? The grind is, for me, is being in Virginia since 2012 and opening my own spot in 2023.
Tough.
Like the time in between that was the grind. You know what I'm saying? The story. The grind is the story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The grit is what it took within you to get there. You know what I mean? Like everything, your mental, all that's your grit. You know what I'm saying? How you smile to keep from crying. You know what I mean? How you wake up when you don't want to wake up. That's the grit. Like seeing it through. Like all that is your grit. You know what I mean? Like, and it's dope that you picked those words because I feel like all three of them coincide with each other in regards to life. Period. Like again, like all these could be interchangeable outside of business. You know what I'm saying? I know we've been talking about a lot of business, but that's life. Like,
Word,
you know what I'm saying? You could be hustling to take care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, your grind got you to a place to where, you know what I'm saying, your hustle was able to help you take care of your kids, but your grit was you keeping a straight face, knowing that shoot, you just spent your last $20. You know what I'm saying? Your kid don't need to know that.
For sure.
You know, like, and that's I think the grit is a missing art. You know what I'm saying? Really, all three for real for a lot of us. You know, because a lot of times, like, we may have mothers or fathers that or grandparents that did a lot for us, may have been struggling and stuff, but you know they're not going to, you know, you ain't gonna see them sweat. Like for me, like, and for a lot of men, you know, you taught not to cry, you taught not to, you know what I'm saying, have emotions. And I believe you should have grit in moments, but there are also moments to where, you know, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, let your emotions flow, because it's not gonna do anything but harm you with them just being bottled up inside.
That's a fact, bro. I respect that, because people took the word hustle. If you really look at the definition of hustle, bro, it's a very like negative connotation to it. Like people think of hustling as like something like I'm trying to get you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but people never really look at the positive way of hustle. And that's why I always ask that question, because it's positivity in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is hustle therapy. Like, people come up here that own stuff, that do things, and this is somewhere where they can just literally just say and vent. You know what I mean? And that's the therapeutic aspect of it, because hustling is an actual mental toll. You know what I mean? Like, you really stand up, grinding hours, days in, days out, and it's just like you got nobody to really voice that to. But then you got people that haven't took that first step, haven't took that risk, that are watching right now. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, damn, well, he look just like me, or he look like my brother, or he look like my uncle, or she look like me, she look like my mama, or something like that. And I can picture myself actually in their shoes, and maybe what I haven't experienced, they experience, or maybe I have experienced what they experienced, but they got out that situation a different way. And so that's why I appreciate you even like saying and going that deep on it, because a lot of people, they tell me their perspective, but they ain't never really go that deep into it. So I definitely appreciate that. For sure, bro. And like, basically, really last thing for real is before I even give you your flowers, is something that if you were to, because we talking about time, if you were to be able to talk to Izzy back then, and then if you would be able to talk to Izzy 10 years from now, which is probably it's an Izzy that's watching this, you know what I'm saying? What would you say to both sides?
Back then, so I guess I would say Izzy 10 years ago. Keep going, young nigga. Like, keep going. Like, I know you probably don't know you got high aspirations, like you probably don't know what it looks like, but just keep going, trust the process. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to fall trying to fly. You know what I mean? Like, well, I always tell people to see it, say it, believe it, achieve it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to, like, that's the only way that at least I believe that you can bring things that you're working towards to fruition. You know what I mean? And to Izzy 10 years from now, shoot, hope you got a ring or something, maybe. Nah, but you know, your daughter gonna be 22. You know what I'm saying? hopefully you've done everything that you needed to do, you know what I'm saying, as a man and as a father, you know what I'm saying, to show her what to do for her legacy as life goes on, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, hopefully what's happening in the next 10 years has been able to inspire the next generation that's coming up, you know what I'm saying, and let them know, like, even in this crazy world, you know, we can still make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Even in a crazy economy, we can still make it happen. Even in the Commonwealth, you know what I'm saying? We can make it happen. You know what I mean? Like, wherever you at, you know, I don't care if you out the park or, you know what I'm saying, you in a mansion right now, you know what I mean? Like, you can make it happen. Like, everybody's journey not the same. So just, like, seeing me, I just want you to see that we can do it. Doesn't mean that you're going to do it the way I did it. Doesn't mean that you're going to go through the things that I've went through or may go through, you know what I'm saying? But just see this and see me and know that you could do it too, you know what I mean?
That's hard body. I definitely appreciate that, man. And I'm gonna wrap it up by saying this, like, bro, I commend you and everything you do, bro. I just posted a video before I did this, and hopefully that go up, but I'ma still say it, is that, and whoever is listening, bro, even the people that's in this room, God, to give you an analogy, it's a coffee pot. You put coffee in a brewing kit, it brews up to the point it bubbles. Sometimes it bubbles over and it may overflow and it spills over. But before we even allow it to happen, we put a cap on it. Now, each person in this room, God got something brewing in each one of y'all, bro. For real. And at this point, you're not going to be able to put a cap on it. It's going to overflow to the point where you're going to be like, there's so much abundance, you're going to be like, dang, I got to clean it up. But it's something you got to just live and embrace in, because y'all aren't supposed to be capped off. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff that is going to happen in y'all life, each one of y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to say I'm proud of you, but I'm proud of y'all, and I appreciate y'all for sure. And it's Church G, man, and this is Hustle Therapy. You can shout out all your social media tags and everything.
Yeah, man. Izzy the DJ on all social media, IZZYTHE DJ, IzzyDJ.com, Basil VB, 757 Paradise, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, y'all be blessed, man. Let's get it.
You know what I mean? HW Billionaire, Hustle Therapy 21. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.